Welcome to the Mom Self-Care Podcast, your safe space to finally focus on YOU. I'm Chari Twitty-Hawkins, your self-care coach for moms, praying wife, and mom of four. And I know that being a Christ-centered mom is such a beautiful calling, but it can be so draining. That's why it's important to make sure you are filling your own cup. On this podcast, we'll discuss practical, holistic self-care strategies to help nurture your mind, body, and spirit. Because a mama who fills her own cup pours that back into her family with true peace and joy. Tune in for honest conversations about motherhood and self-care because you matter too. Blessings, mamas, and welcome to the Mom Self-Care Podcast. I'm Chari Twitty-Hawkins, your host and self-care coach for moms. And first, I'd like to say, since we have Mother's Day coming up, happy early Mother's Day, mamas. I hope you have an amazing weekend, whatever that looks like for you. And I hope you just really feel appreciated and seen this weekend and every day as well. So I'm praying for you. I hope you have an amazing day. For those who don't have fond memories, or maybe you lost your mom, you are in my prayers as well. Now, I don't know if you guys have heard this term Maycember. I have seen it, but I didn't do like I normally do and go look up stuff and figure out where it came from, where it originated. And so I was listening to a fellow mama podcast, and they explained it. They said it's basically like December and May with all the activities. You know, you have graduations. I just attended my son's event. He got certified for a tribe this morning. You have projects, which my other son decided to tell me what he needed for his project today. You know, and you have all the things going on. It's just busy. It's a busy, busy time. And I said, oh my gosh, that makes a lot of sense. So in May, we need to be so intentional about what we're allowing in our space, what we're giving our energy to, because there's so much going on. There's so much going on. So this episode, I just want to remind you to make sure you're setting boundaries and saying yes to what serves you and what is going to help you, and saying no to things that are going to cause you more chaos, more where your sanity says bye-bye and cause possibly burnout. So just think about in your life right now, what are things that you were saying yes to that maybe you don't have to? Maybe you don't have to. I do HEB pickup. This is how I do it, guys. I don't know about you guys, but everything except produce, I will order online, and then I will pick up curbside. And then I go in the store and I pick up my produce. I pick my meat and I pick my fruit because I'm picky about those things. I just want to make sure, you know, that they are nice and ripe and in good shape. So the other day I was in a rush, but I needed to go grocery shopping. And I was in the store, and people say grocery shopping is not self-care. I don't know about you. It is for me when I'm walking, and I'm an introvert, very much so. So a good amount of the time, I put on my headphones, listen to some nice music. I'm strolling the aisles looking. Now, this is when I have time. This is when I plan this. This is when I'm not in a hurry. But this day I was in a hurry, and I was doing all the shopping for everything. And I'm just pushing the basket. I said, oh my goodness, I could feel the anxiety rising. And I said, I'm not going to be doing this on a regular. I'm not going to be doing this on a regular, especially my son's birthday is close to Mother's Day, you know, just got things coming up. That's just something else on the plate. And I'm just like, oh no, I can't. Next time I'm going to have to make sure I do curbside pickup, I only do delivery if I'm like sick and can't go pick it up, or I'm going to do delivery. And that's just something I said no to in the moment. I said, no, I'm not going to be doing this. Even if I have to rush, I'm going to have to figure something else out. Or maybe just grab those bare necessities and get out of there, because I was already running other errands. So that was just so much. And I was like, oh. And even saying that in the moment, that helped me de-stress a little. That helped me relax a little and say, okay, Chari, this right now, and this is a lesson. This moment right now is not your whole day. This moment right now does not have to affect your whole day. And just in that moment, I was able to say, while I'm pushing the basket, while I'm still going, because like I said, I was in a hurry, I'm able to woosah. So that's something you can try doing just to help you in the moment, to say in the middle of the craziness of Maycember, which is such a new term. It feels so weird for me to say. You to say, oh, okay, even though it's crazy right now, I'm going to bring it down. This is what I'm going to do in the future. This is what I'm going to say no to. This is what I'm going to say yes to. And that comes from the scripture, Matthew 5:37. Let your yes be your yes and your no be your no. So, what are some things you're saying yes to that you don't need to, that somebody else can do, that somebody else can say yes to, so that you can serve your family, so that you can work on your business, your job, yourself, spend time with God, whatever's a priority for you, help your kids with their project, whatever it is, get those gifts for Mother's Day or graduation or Teacher Appreciation Day. Or as they have it at my kids' school, week. Woo, okay, get it. I love that though, because our teachers, they deserve to be celebrated. So if you're a teacher as well, God bless you. Thank you so much for your service with our kids, like for real. For real. Okay. Okay. Y'all know I'm silly. But yes, ask yourself, what are you saying yes to that needs to be a no? Even y'all know what I'm gonna say. YouTube, y'all see me with my pen. Write it down. What are some things that you need to start saying no to? Are there some things that are draining you emotionally that you need to start saying no to? Are there some things you need to stop watching? Do you need to stop watching them for? You know how y'all know how we disengage and we binge watch stuff. You need to stop watching Netflix or whatever for hours on end. That's something that you might need to say, hey, I need to stop doing that. It's draining my energy and it's messing with me emotionally. I'm watching the wrong stuff and I'm watching multiple episodes of it. And remember, you do not have to say yes to every event. I saw a mom on TikTok that I follow her and she follows me, and she said she felt bad because she couldn't attend her goddaughter's event when she got invited because she already had, said yes to a previous event. And I said, that's okay. Enjoy your time with your family because we just feel that, oh, I want to be there for her. I'm supposed to be there for her. But guess what? She will be okay. She will be okay. You can see her later, give her hugs and kisses, let her know why or not. You don't have to. Like we say, no is a no. You don't have to explain yourself. It doesn't have to be a long sentence, but she will be okay. And I'm sure she is okay because the event passed already. But just know that you do not have to say yes to every event. You don't have to. And decide, maybe it will be good for you to decide what days in May I'm going to rest. And if you've been following me on TikTok, I talked about different types of rest. I've also talked about it in past podcast episodes as well. And one of those days could be, one of your days of rest could be Mother's Day. I just posted one of my videos on TikTok and Instagram was, mamas, this is your reminder that it's okay if you want to spend time alone on Mother's Day. And one of my fellow mama friends, she was like, baby, she typed it out with the Y's all along, baby, this is what I want. I'm like, do it. Do it. Even if it's just to go walk around, even if it's just to go get a pedicure. Or if it's like, hey, I love y'all. On Saturday, I'm checking into a hotel. I will see y'all on Sunday or I will see y'all on Monday. Do it. It's your day. It's your day. It's your day to celebrate you. And if that day you need to not be mama, you need to just be Chari or be Keisha or be Tasha or be Kelly. If that's what you need, then do that. Or be Tiffany. I was talking on my TikTok live. Tiffany was like, I've never done that. I was like, do it, girl. I was like, plan it. Even some hotels, if you don't feel comfortable spending the night away from your kiddos, you can get a day pass. And I think you could spend up to 8 hours, I want to say, something like that. So you could go up there for a few hours or more than a few hours and chill by the pool, get in the jacuzzi, rent a cabana, whatever it is that they have at their particular hotel, and just spend some time just being, just relaxing, just breathing, just resting. So again, get that pen and write down, what days am I going to be intentional about resting? It might be, hey, my kids graduate on the 22nd. On the 23rd, don't call me. Don't ask me for nothing because I'm tired. I'm worn out. I done the most celebrating my kiddo. Or maybe you have, because some of you guys, I know you have graduation. Then the next day, you have the celebration. The day after that celebration, don't, nope, not available. Do not disturb on the phone. Holler at me the day after that because I am wore out. So decide, hey, when are the days I'm going to rest, and write them down and communicate that with the people that you love and the people that you know will probably be trying to contact you, like, or tell them I'm not available. And with the let your yes be your yes and your no be your no, know that some people are going to be disappointed, and that's okay. Again, they will be okay, but you need to be able to choose peace for you. So know that yes, people are going to be disappointed, but when somebody asks you to do something, then really sit back and think about, is this something I have to say yes to? Is this something that is going to cause negativity? It's going to cause anxiety? Then more than likely, I invite you to think about it, pray about it, and then respond. You can say no, and that's it. Or you can say no, well, this is not blah, blah, blah. But again, people are going to be disappointed sometimes, and that's okay. That's not going to stop them from loving you. If that stops them from liking you, then guess what? That might mean they were just using you for what you could do for them. And you need them out of your life anyway. Okay. Okay. And then make sure you're saying yes. Make sure you're saying yes to your spiritual time with God, whether that's getting up in the morning and spending 15 minutes with Him, 30 minutes praying, asking for guidance, thanking Him for all He's done, showing Him what you, like I said, what you need to say no to in this season in Maycember. That is so cute to me. And then in the evening, sometimes when I lay down in the evening, I know a lot of times our brains are running, thinking about all the things that need to be done, that didn't get done, all of that. And taking that time to woosah, maybe journal, again, pray, whatever you need to do to connect with God. Listen to a devotional, read your Bible. Just taking that time and being intentional about resting in Him. I talked about that on my TikTok live, and I keep mentioning TikTok. So if you guys are not following me, make sure you follow me on TikTok at CIC Inspire Me. But I talked about the importance of resting in God, resting in Him, seeking Him when you're feeling those burdens on your shoulders, giving them to God. So I encourage you to think about that. How am I being intentional about resting in Him this Maycember with all the craziness? I invite you to ask yourself, what is one boundary? And of course, you can write more. I would say don't do more than 3. But what is one boundary that you need to set for the month of May, for your Maycember? What is something you need to say no to? What is something you need to say yes to? What is that thing? Or like I said, if you want to write up to 3 things, and then think about how are you going to apply that to your life? How are you going to apply that? If you're saying, hey, I need to set a spiritual boundary and I need to make sure every morning I'm getting up at 7 a.m., 6 a.m. And remember, show yourself grace if you mess up. Don't say, oh, it's not working. Just keep trying over and over. If you don't get up at that time or you forget, then when you remember, do it. Even if it's at 2, even if you're in the line, which is a good time, actually. If you're in the line waiting to pick up your kiddos, oh my gosh, I didn't spend any time with God today. Let me do this. Oh my gosh, I did not communicate with my family that, after such and such, I'm not available. So my kid, or tell kiddos on Mother's Day, I'm off. I love y'all, but I will see y'all on Monday. Or if you're at home and you don't get a hotel room, which I say is it's kind of difficult to do because you still want to go into mom mode because you're at home. But, if your husband's there, let him know, hey, I'm here, but I don't want to be mama today. I don't want to be mama today. I'll let your kiddos know, hey, I'm off. And then, like I said, because you have that want to still be mama, tell yourself, no mothering today. If that's what you want to do for Mother's Day. Oh my gosh. And if you speak affirmations about that, I deserve time alone because of how much time I give to others. I deserve peace. I deserve to be honored because you do. You absolutely do. And if you need more self-care affirmations, check out my book, Self-Care Affirmations for Moms. I have a few copies left. And if you order today is Tuesday, then you will get it in time for Mother's Day as a gift to you or to a mama that you love. And guys, I hope this inspired you. I really thought, like I said, I thought that Maycember was absolutely so cute. But it's true. It's like so many different things are happening in the month of May, especially for mothers and fathers too as well. But of course, you my mamas, you my audience, you who I'm talking to, you are, you are who I'm rooting for. Y'all know I am silly, but seriously, it's just so much going on. And this is a good time to really sit back and say, what boundaries do I need to set for this month so I don't lose my mind? So every year when May comes up, I'm not like, oh my goodness. When it's coming up, I'm like, okay, how can I plan for this? What boundaries do I need to set? What do I need to say yes to? What do I need to say no to? And this is just a different season in your life. Like maybe in July or in January, your priorities change. But right now, when there's all these things going on, just like in December, when you got your Christmas pageants, all those different things, priorities change. You getting gifts, all of this, you may have family over. So many different things. It changes with each season. So ask yourself, like I said, what boundaries do you need to set? I hope this blessed you. If it did, make sure you share with the mama you love, leave a review, and subscribe if you haven't already. Until next time, take care. God bless. Thanks so much for joining me for the Mom Self-Care Podcast. I hope you feel inspired to make yourself a priority too. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a thing. Share this podcast with another mama you love and leave a review. Also, feel free to let me know what you would like to hear about in future episodes by visiting me on Instagram at CIC Inspire Me. Until next time, take some time to take care of YOU because you matter too.